business actually grow so much from not just local Singapore market to global market now. Us today in our Growth Accelerator program. So have you all already guessed who I'm referring to right now? So my brothers and sisters, without further ado, may we all invite our speaker for tonight, our Circle of Excellence 3, Miss Lilian Ong.
Okay, hi, morning.
Recording in
Can everybody hear me?
progress.
I'm sure you can, right? Okay, so let's welcome Sam, our new brand director. Okay, he's very true. Everybody is the first time this month attending this session. And that is something very funny, because it's been so long that I spoke on Zoom, I almost forgot how to operate Zoom. Just now, I was looking for my ring light. Then I find that, hey, where's my ring light? And where's the adapter to the ring light? And where should I put my ring light? Okay, so I think this is a happy incident. Like, the business continue to grow even when I forgot how to operate on Zoom. Okay, so I think first I want to borrow everybody's applause, your hands to thank Patricia, her very first time, okay, and she's our 师妹, as in she's someone very junior, just became a brand director, speaking in front of all the koko and 姐姐, quite scary, right? Okay, but I think the spirit of ST is well, now just do it lah, huh? Okay. And of course, before I came into the session, right, I was actually asking a few of my SBD leader, hey, can you be my MC for tonight? Then they say, oh, cannot, I'm still in a meeting. I'm still in a meeting at 9 o'clock and I'm still in a meeting at 9:30. Then they say, sorry. I say, don't need to say sorry. It's a good thing, okay? It's a good thing that, you're in appointment and all that. And I know that today is Sunday. Today is Sunday and it's 10:30. It's a odd and it's a very unconventional time to do a training. So when I tell my friends I have a presentation at 10:30, say, wow, to which region? Is it Middle East or is it Europe or US? I think they are a little bit surprised that we have meeting at 10:30. But I think that is the fighting spirit. I still remember those days, right? I never reached home before 12. I never reached home before 12 when I was fighting the business. Of course, now every day I'm at home, okay? But before that, right, never before 12, I reach home, okay? So for those of you, who have this spirit with you every day, of course, today, I appreciate all of you here, Imagine all of you in appointment, I'm talking to myself, so something wrong, okay? So nevertheless, I really wish that this spirit, this spirit, 越战越勇, this spirit carry forth in you, all right, and sooner or later, okay, you will get onto the COE circle. All right, so tonight I just want to share a little bit about of course, I think many of you are great speakers. I hear many of you speak in SAP, in BSE, so today I'm not going to speak in front of all of you, on how to do well in the business, but I'm just trying to use very much my experience long time ago, all right, and on how I started building the business from a brand director all the way to a COE 1 and a COE 3 today. All right, so bear with me. I will share a little bit more about certain mindset, certain paradigms, certain 精神, certain spirit I had to come this far. All right, because I think in the era that I started, right, basically we don't have much, okay? We don't have anything. In fact, we don't have even Zoom. We don't even have WhatsApp. Can you imagine you operate a business without WhatsApp? So I just want to share a little bit about a certain mindset or certain growth indicator that I use to grow the business. Okay, so I will probably share in 5 main key area. Okay, so especially based on some of the questions that I get along the way from some of the SBD. Is it okay? 10? Okay, so I 有点小 stress 有没有？ But I think stress is good, right? Okay, so I think first of all, I think many of us are, hoping to recruit or trying to sponsor in, good people, caliber people, or people who are, we call eagers or leaders into the business. All right, so, how do you attract someone who is doing well in their job? And of course, nobody ever raised their hand to say, hey, I want to do MLM, right? Okay. And I'm sure many people that you are trying to recruit, the good ones, okay, they are also having a very good career and they have very decent income. So how do you attract them into the business? right? Because I ever heard one of the leader ask a question before. In Singapore, right? I'm sure in Malaysia also, the salary is very good, the career potential is very good, their income is so high. How do you attract these people to come into the business and somehow stay in the business? Okay. I'm sure this is a very important question, right? Because I think we want to go out and bring these people into the organization. How do you attract them and make sure that they stay in the business? Am I on the same page? Because I'm trying to put myself to the brand director level and think about what are the, probably some of the current challenges that we face. Okay, so thank you, Ben. Thank you. I'm trying to multitask, looking at myself, see if I'm okay, and also looking at your messages. All right. So maybe I share. Right. I still remember when I first came into the business. Of course, I never subscribed to MRM and all that. And I was a sales director. I think my income is also very good, and I never, even when I was in NUS, when I'm doing a part-time job, I'm really earning $4,000 those days because I do a lot of part-time job during the university days. So, so I would say, I have always said, okay, the poorest days I ever had in my life are possibly in New Skin. But the important thing is the richest, the wealthiest, and the best days I ever had in my life is also in New Skin. All right. So what makes me never give up? What makes me willing to give up my so-called luxurious career? All right, to stay in the business, especially in the beginning, our build bonus is only 9 to 15%, very miserable one. Okay, that's why if you ask me last time, do I know what is how to count the 9 to 15%? I do not know how to count. I only see the sixth generation 5%. All right, so I just want to share with you that many a times, when you want to bring in such people, right, you cannot look at their income, their position and title and get intimidated. All right, so I'll share with you what makes me so deeply rooted into this business, despite the transition that I need to go through. I think first of all, and this is also what I use to talk and activate and prospect people. All right, because I actually still prospect in this business. I still talk to people. And of course, the people that you're interested in, definitely they are doing well. All right. So I think first thing that was ingrained in me, I think it may help all of you, is the ESBI concept. Okay, so this is very, very deeply ingrained in me. Okay, for those who are not sure, please ask your working upline, right? So I actually read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Of course, my dad was a poor dad. I'm like super interested in this subject itself already. And when I know about ESB and I, right? Okay, I never, ever want to be in the E and the S quadrant. Okay, so although in the beginning, right, there can be occasion where I can always go back to look for a job, right? Because it is struggling, I was struggling, I can always go back and look for a job. I can go and do sales. I can do and do insurance, property, any kind of sales you name it. All right, but why I never give up is because this paradigm of ESBI is deeply ingrained. I can never be just chasing active income. All right. So I feel that sometimes when we are, activating people, right? Of course, activation is not a single time. All right. We need to continue to drill in this belief until it became their belief system. All right. So I would say one thing that is very successfully ingrained into my head, right, was the ESBI, So not just about that, but using all stories along the way to illustrate why we cannot be an employee, why we always must have passive income. All right, that's why until today, right, I'm never tempted until today. I'm never tempted or distracted to even diversify and do others, because I always feel that the important income that I really want to generate is passive income. All right. And and along the way, I meet a lot of capable people. They tell me, oh, they never like to do MIM and all that, or sell things. But then I ask them one question: do you want financial freedom? Do you want to be financially free? All right. And to be financially free, you need to have passive income. So I can safely say, right, no matter what objection that they gave me, right, I will never buy their objection, man. I will never buy. So even if they tell me their job is very good, the boss like them, their income is very stable, their prospect is very good, right, I will tell them that's not forever one, because employment is not a long-term solution. All right. So I have successfully brainwashed myself. That's why I can brainwash other people. All right. So this I think this is very important. All right. So, some people ask me, so how do you tahan? How do you bear through those period of time where, as a sales director, your income is good, ma? Then how do you adjust to the transition in the beginning? Okay, because I understand the concept of compounding. All right. Honestly, I'm not a patient person. I'm super impatient. Okay. And as an employee, right? As a employee, we are so used. Every month we go to work, right? Whether you slack or you don't slack, you still get salary one. Okay. But in New Skin, right, I tell you, the moment you slack, right, the next 3 months you can eat grass already. Okay, you cannot slack one because whatever result that you put in today, right, you will actually see whatever effort you put in today, you will actually see the result 3 to 6 months later. All right. So this business will not act with you one, 陪你演戏, no. So if you know, right, if you slack, right, I tell you, in the next 3 to 6 months, you can eat air already. So you cannot slack. So the point is, what makes me so fixated and so anchored onto this business, okay, is this concept called the compounding. Actually, compounding, a lot of people, they talk about it, but they may not understand it or they may not accept it. Example, we always have this scenario where we draw an analogy. Okay, let's say today you go to work, every day you earn $1,000. Okay, let's say lah, 30 days you earn 30,000, right? Okay, so you're very happy. Day one, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, etc. But in our business, the first day maybe you only get $1. Then after that, $2, then $4, and then $8. How many of you have seen this analogy before? You did, right? Okay. And you know the outcome. Do you know what happens after 30 days? Do you know how much you get? Anyone knows? After 30 days, the left side, of course, get 30,000. The right side get how much? $10 million. 10 million versus 30,000. All right. But if you look at the chart, right, you can see actually in the first maybe 7 to 10 to 14 days, your income has not catch up with the people on the left side. It has not catch up with the people on the left side. The people on the left side are earning more than you. So similarly, my dear, when I started out in New Skin at 25, all my classmates, my peers, they're all earning more than me. And I tell you, this feeling is not nice at all. All right. Again, I know I'm in the right track. I know I'm in the right business, but my results are not showing. All right. And even when I built overseas market, like what I always say, Malaysia, Indonesia, it did not bloom immediately. The forest is still, I can't even see the seeds, don't even say the forest. So I tell myself, I must have patience because this is the rule of the game. Okay. For exponential to kick in, all right, I must persist till that T point. All right, so that's why I start to understand the rule of the game, and I don't become ganjiong spider or become like very panicky and become like desperate. Hey, when am I going to see that heyday, that good days? All right, so that's why I feel that one of the things that make me very淡定, very very calm, very secure. Just like the compass, when you draw a circle, right, the middle is very fixated. It's because I understand the rule of the game. I understand that. So for all my friends who are quite new in this business, you may think, wow, when will I ever see the light at the end of the tunnel? I can tell you, you cannot control that. But what you can control, right, is what you do on a daily basis to get there. And if you are willing to do what the system preach, right, like the daily 8 things, I confirm, chop, sign, and stamp that you will get there. All right. So I feel that, in the beginning, right, when I was a newbie, I keep asking myself, when will I succeed? You know, After that, I changed this thinking, I changed this thinking to what? Okay, what did I do every day to get there? Last time I like to ask, when will I get my 525 125? And then after that, I realized that it's so impractical. So I started asking myself, okay, so what did I do today, yesterday, the day before? Like tomorrow is Monday, my week. I look at my calendar. Okay, I know now you all use Google Calendar. I look at my calendar and see. Okay, once I look at my calendar, I will know one. I will know whether am I getting there. All right. So I just hope that through this, I share. Okay. First, how do I attract high professional? I change their mindset. I shift their paradigm. I shift their paradigm big time that they can never go back to employment. They can never be a self-employed. Okay. So I feel that every time when we are communicating to people, we are not telling them, we're influencing them. We have to shift their paradigm. And once this paradigm is shifted, we can never go back to work. Okay, we can never even go and sell anything like property or insurance, even though like there are moments in time, okay, that certain industry is a boom. All right, it's just like in Singapore, There was a period of time, wow, property very laku, very boom, wow, the property prices are inflated, is crazy. And then 2% or 1% commission is so much. Wow, they look like they are very loud, making a lot of noise. And guess what? Guess what? Shortly after, the government imposed a lot of regulation, increased the interest rate, increased the tax, the ABSD, and then people stopped buying. They stopped buying. And then, recently I met an agent. He was telling me, the best part, right? The HDB or the public housing in Singapore, where 80% of the people are staying, are living. They started a portal where the HDB owner can sell their own flat without the agent. They can sell their own flat. They don't need the agent. All right. So I know that everything has a cycle. Okay. So even though it may seem very lucrative, very attractive, and they are luring a lot of people, but I know that it's cyclic one. All right. So that's why I always tell my people and myself, right, that what we want is the long-term high residual income, not the short-term high, up and down income. What we want is the long-term high residual income. So I feel that the first thing, I think you all need to be really brainwash yourself. So when you like all the poison go into you, you can detox it. All right. So when I truly understand what I want, like passive income, financial freedom, compounding, I want exponential growth, because I know there is no other industry out there that can give you exponential. None. Really? So what is exponential? Example, I think all of you know, like in Malaysia, right? Only like, when I started, I only built one line, Mr. Yap, Mrs. Yap. Okay, you all know them. Okay, and I think everybody at 60, you want to be like Mr. Yap, so well maintained, looks so good, and etc. Right? Such great grandparents now they are. All right. Honestly, I recruit one person in JB. Okay, maybe I recruit a few, only one make it lah. Huh? Okay, I think that's the reality. Okay, and then look at him today. It grew 10, 100,000s. And recently, many of you saw the new COE, Richard, right? Richard and Olivia. It came from this line. It came from this line. All right. So what I'm trying to say is, when you understand the power of exponential, right? And no other industry can give you exponential return. How can you ever do other business? I can't. All right. So I really hope that so this short sharing, right? That's why as you're prospecting people, as you're trying to activate people, right? No matter what objection they gave you, all right, you will never buy. Why? Because it is not part of your belief system, right? So that's why I hope that through this, I really hope that we can start to instill this kind of paradigm and this kind of belief system into your people, into the prospects and even your builders. Because some of our builders, like our BR, our EBP, they're still very fragile actually. They're still thinking, yeah, I think maybe I should go back to work. Maybe I should go back to work, or maybe I should go and sell other things. It look like they make the fast money, wow, faster money, like seems damn good. But actually, there's no such thing as fast money and long-term money one. There's no such thing. So that's why I realized that actually this kind of positioning, this kind of conditioning, this kind of positioning, you need to do again and again, forever and ever. All right. So that's why, in conclusion, as I go around still, trying to bring in a new blood into the business, so whatever that they say, if they tell me their income is too good to let go, I will tell them that is temporary income. What you want is a long-term residual income. So that's why I think the reason why I can do that is because I have successfully brainwashed myself well enough. Okay. All right. So that's part one of my sharing for tonight. All right. Because I get a lot of questions along the way about how do I bring in, good people, and yet they still choose to stay in this business. All right. So now the second thing that I want to talk about, especially for some of our newer builders, is like, okay, the second question, a lot of people like to ask me, what is the biggest challenge I face in New Ski myself? Okay, what is the biggest challenge? And what is the biggest challenge that I see among a lot of people who join into the business? Honestly, my biggest challenge last time when I started the business, although I talk about the ESBI, but I still have a lot of the employee mindset. Okay, although I know I want to be in the B quadrant and eventually I quadrant, but I still use a lot of employee mindset when I do the business. So if today, right, if you're seeking for a new breakthrough in your journey, let's say today you do already, then you feel that you're not like, coming to the next step. I just want to tell you, one book that I read, and I still remember the title till today, is called Change Your Thinking, You Change Your Life. All right. It really had to start from the thinking one. Trust me. Okay. So the biggest struggle and challenge I had, right, in my journey, when I recall back, like, because it was so long ago, right, more than 10 years ago, I was like, mindset is, we want instant gratification, no? We always look at, hey, what's our income this month, last month? All right. We want instant gratification. Yeah, we want passive income, but we're impatient. We're impatient. We're not seeing the money coming in fast enough. All right. So I find that a lot of people are very 着急. They're very anxious. Of course, now, honestly, in your generation, you have this 5 to 40%, really have to be very grateful. When you do 10,000, when you do 10,000, right, you actually get a very decent income of more than 10,000 ringgit, which a lot of people, they go to work, they never earn that. A lot of people don't even earn $6,000. So your generation is still quite different from mine. All right. But nevertheless, I just want to share a little bit more this employee or the employer mindset. The business, you see, where do you fall into? Maybe you are still 50-50. Okay, you want to be an entrepreneur, right? You want to be a new skill entrepreneur, but you're still having that 50% employee mindset. Okay, example, I share with you, example, like I share, New Skin is a global business, global, right? We say global, right? But let me ask you a question. If you look at your GPS, if you look at your 行程, your schedule, where have you run in your business? What is the region that you have covered in your business? We say, New Skin give you the global, right? Okay, but where have you run? Of course, we can Zoom, but I tell you, you have to do hybrid one. This business cannot 100% Zoom one. Okay, but thankfully we have Zoom to leverage and scale faster. All right. But my question to you is, where have you scaled? Now, if you talk to an employee, they will think, very leceh lah, very mafan lah, very troublesome lah, a lot of effort, a lot of money needed. I'm not good enough, I'm not ready. Employee will think like that. But honestly, why can't you go to JB? JB is just across. Okay, KL, JB a bit further lah, but never mind. It's still in Malaysia, right? But why can't you go to JB? Do you know that when I started in New Skin, the second month I went to JB, and I'm so glad I went there because it was so dry for me in Singapore. Nothing grow. Everything I talked to become frozen. Okay. But when I went to JB, right, wow, okay, Mr. Ya also give me one kind of attitude lah, but luckily it's very dark. I cannot see clearly. Okay, so that's why I ignore the attitude. But today I'm so blessed to have him, right? If no him, don't have Malaysia today, right? All right. So my point is, where have you run to? New Skin has given you a global highway, right? A Ferrari. Where have you drove your Ferrari to? Right? Okay. So if you're a business owner, you will think, wow, where is the market share I want to conquer? Where do I want to scale my business to? All right. And honestly, before I do New Skin, I never go to Malaysia one. I don't know why lah. Okay, maybe it's not a region that people will, Singaporean will see as a travel destination. Or when I look at the gem, I shake my head already. But when I started New Skin, right, 1 week I went to JB at least 2 to 3 times. All right, and if you tell me what is the best food in JB, I can bring you there. All right, we always say if you want to know if you're building the market, right, if you know where all the good food, means you're building the market. If you don't know where all the good food, it means you barely started in the market. I think those people who know, what I mean, right? You're nodding your head, okay? Hopefully your waistline don't reveal that, but you must know, okay? So that's the employee mindset. All right. Like now systems say, wow, 10K, we must fight 10K. All right. What does employee mindset think? Well, this month, we just came back from Melbourne. 4K also never mind. 5K is okay also. At least it's, So I feel that sometimes we have to be very honest with ourselves and examine ourselves. What is the mentality and the mindset that we are using to do the New Skin business? Right? What's the mentality and the mindset that we are using to do the New Skin business? Are we still looking at things that are very short term? Yes, abundance mindset. That's right. Are we still looking at things that are very short term? All right. Or we are looking at things that are really long term. All right. Because a typical employer is, they can deal with delayed gratification, and they look at things that are long term. All right. Like for example, I still recall when I started building a Malaysia market, right? Honestly, when I first went to KL, I was not successful. I still remember I rented an apartment in Jalan Ampang. Okay, cannot forget. Okay, a very average apartment. And I after staying for 1.5 years, I still get nothing in KL. I don't know why. Maybe I never meet any one of you earlier. All right. So the point is, what will typical employee think? Employee will like, oh yeah, I think it's very hard. But a typical employer or a business owner will think, wow, maybe KL cannot, Ipoh can, or Penang can, or JB can, or Muar can, or Batu Pahat can, right? So I feel that really sometimes it's important. So for me, right, when I first started, right, I think my biggest struggle was this employer mindset. And once I position myself as an employer, I can tell you, honestly, my most hardworking days is in New Skin. My most hardworking days are in New Skin. Last time when I was a sales director, after I hit my sales quota for the team and myself, right, before the end of the month, you know what I'll do? I'll go shopping, I'll go Yam Cha, standard one. But do you know in New Skin, I really work 8 days a week. I really work 8 days a week. And it's really crazy for those who have 7 appointments a day. It's no joke one. At the end of the day, you just concuss and you knock out. All right. And was I ever so hardworking in the corporate world? I tell you the answer is no. The answer is no. I'm never so hardworking in the corporate world. But in New Skin, I really went crazy. I never celebrate any occasion. And like even when I go to KL, right, I can always go up to Genting, for a short holiday. I also never do that. I also don't know why. Okay. All right. So, so that's why I feel that, for you today, right, to have a new breakthrough in wherever you are today. All right. Just tell yourself that, hey, you are the boss, you are the boss of your organization, it's not even a downline or not even a brand director. Don't look at yourself as a brand director or a senior brand director. The title doesn't mean anything. All right. To me, right, you know what I think of last time, especially we don't have this kind of fancy title. Remember we have this 5 fishball and then 25 fishball and then 125 fishball. So I can draw this fishball. I can show the plan, right, in all angle one. 180, 360, whatever the angle, I also can draw. No matter how crooked is the paper, singed is the paper, I can draw because that's what I grew up with. So my last time, right, my mindset is, where is my five? Where's my 25? What is the name that I can put inside the circle? All right. So, wow, I was very 执着. 执着 is I was very passionate, and I tell myself I must fill up. I don't want to just draw 525, 125. I want to fill up with legitimate names. All right. So I became very determined. For those who are our brand director, yes, I know now there's a lot of short-term rewards. At the time, right, I tell myself I must achieve my five. All right. And I must help my people to achieve their five. So I really encourage you to, really, yeah, okay, reposition yourself, and don't think of it like, you are a brand director because, one thing I always shake my head now. After I see a lot of people, especially when they do full time, it's very scary. It's very, very scary. Okay. It's usually a trap. So whenever someone want to come and ask me, hey, Lilian, should I do full time or not? Then I ask them, why do you want to do full time? Then they tell me, oh, because I don't like my job, I don't like this, I don't like that. Then I say, please don't do full time. Yeah, you will be fooling around in time. Okay? How do you know that you have to do full time? When you know that you don't have enough time. Your downline in JB, in Muar, in Batu Pahat, in Jakarta, everywhere is asking you for your time. Then you know that is the time you should do full time. So you should not do full time because you don't like your job or you don't like your boss or you want to have that freedom. All right. So actually, it's not New Skin, it's hard to do. If you seriously look at anybody doing a traditional business, New Skin is the easiest business to do. All right. But because it is too easy, it became a problem. Okay, imagine you're running your business. I ask you like tomorrow Monday, what time will you go to the office? Right? Some of us say, wow, go Publica for SAP. You're crazy, so jam, go BBC, Bras Basah for, it's so jam. But honestly, last time when you go to office, do you tell your boss, so jam, you're crazy, ask me to go office on Monday, 起笑 you. You must say that, right? You just go. So I actually quite I was quite despondent. I was like quite sad lah that some of us, or maybe I see lah, not all lah, that actually when you're working for people, you're more on it. All right. Somehow when we came into the business, when the flexibility of time kicks in, we are really losing the grip on the flexibility. All right. So that's why I really encourage all of you that honestly, I can tell you, seriously, legitly, you go and compare New Skin apple to apple with other business. Don't say about job. Job, of course, is easier, but the outcome is not what you want. New Skin is a much easier business. Imagine today, let's say Ron, okay, I see Ron looking at me and I'm looking at Ron, and with the spectacle, okay? So let's say today you have a business. How will you start your business? I think on Monday you already start your staff meeting already, right? Monday you're already chasing your manager. Hey, what's the KPI this week, this month? What immediately? yeah, exactly, right. And then you'll be chasing them. You'll be chasing the result. You'll be calling all your vendor, your customers. You'll be so 积极. You'll be like making things happen. Rather than wow, my upline asked me for alignment. Don't know what she want to tell me. Don't know what she want to stress me with. You see, what kind of mindset is that? You should be the one stretching yourself more seriously. 对不? So that's why you came to a compounding platform, but you never compound. Why you came to an exponential growth platform, you never exponentiate, right? Yeah, your freedom is 骗人 one. I tell you, your freedom is don't have financial one. It's just freedom. Okay. So sorry, I have to be the bad person to tell you the truth, but nothing but the truth, huh? Okay. So my advice and humble advice to you is don't abuse all this. Really, you must learn to have delayed gratification. Honestly, last time I go to JB, I built JB, right? You think I got go and do my hair, do manicure? Never. Last time I look like Xiao Zhabo half the time. You think, I go and perm my hair? Sometimes the people say, manicure cheaper, divide by 3. I never. After I'm done with my business, I chunk back. I chunk back already. Right? Why I go to JB? Honestly, why don't go JB? It's so near. How can you 365 days stay in Singapore? Correct. No, if I stay in Singapore, I confirm chop size stamp. I'm not COE 3. Sorry, not that I look down on Singapore, but Singapore is 5 million population. Right. When I went to Bogor, it's 5 million population. When I went to Jakarta, they laugh at me because Sudirman is just Shenton Way, and Shenton Way in Sudirman is bigger than Singapore. It's so embarrassing, but it's a happy thing, right? So my point is, are we really doing New Skin? Are you really building a global business? Are you really building a global business? Do you really exit every damn exit of the highway? I tell you, I did. At every highway from Singapore, you drive all the way to Ipoh. I exited every highway. I even went to East Malaysia, this place, I even forgot. It's start with T1, very small kampong, even smaller than Kuching, even smaller than Miri. 市场是跑出来的，市场是拼出来的。所以Tawa, correct. Start with T, correct. But it's a very interesting experience because really very rustic. Yeah, you must fight, you must chunk the market. So I find that maybe some of us, not all, if you are the one, then okay lah. We do New Skin in a very dainty way, very princessy way, and in a very COE manner, 很高姿态. I tell you, last time I take my success back. Last time you think Omron, I take my success back, blow fire leh. Hey, I'm a sales director and a graduate. I blow fire in all McDonald's. All cafe, I just blow the fire. Of course, the good thing is everybody look at me lah. I think that is a bonus lah. So if they look at me, they smile at me, die already. Okay. And last time when I do New Skin, right, I tell you, within 1 kilometer, so long as you're within 1 kilometer of my circle, I confirm know you one. Okay, because I know I'm in a people business. All right. So if people tell me they got no name list, how can you don't have name list? Which cave do you go into? Which Timbuktu cave you go into? How can you don't have name list? Wake up! How can a boss tell a staff, sorry, I don't have name list, our business cannot continue? Wow, so lame, right? Sorry, I talk to you all like that, okay? Because it's at night and then I'm in pajamas and I'm in but really what? It's true, right? How can you tell me you don't have name list when you're running a business? Then you expect who solve your name list problem? Huh? Seriously, you want to be a boss, you want to have unconventional freedom, you don't even have name list. That's a very serious problem. So last time, right, of course, last time in my era, and because I was really quite 失败, I was really quite unfriendly when I was young, I really don't have name list. Okay, what I did? I go and make name list, oh. I go exhibition, oh. I go franchise exhibition. Some of you say, wow, how you build Indonesia? I go to all these exhibition. I force myself to do networking. Do I like to do networking? No. I don't like to do networking. But I know if I want to succeed, I cannot do what I like. I need to do what I need to do. So I make myself do that. I make myself go out. You think I like to know strangers? Okay, I don't like to pick up strangers. But because I'm in this business, if you in 1 kilometer of my arena and you smile at me, that's it. Okay, I will surely know you, get to know you, and make sure that somehow you got started in the business. All right, so that's why I really want to urge all of you. Okay, if today you're still finding a reason why you don't have this, why you're not fighting for this, why I tell you, stop all that. All right, because it's not going to help. Okay, you are the boss. A boss will not give herself a reason why you cannot do it. All right. So of course, next, I hope I'm still on track. You're not, you're not, you're still breathing. Okay. Although maybe certain part you stop breathing for a while, but I think it's good. It's good. Sometimes you lack of oxygen. Because when you have too much oxygen, you're too comfortable. Okay. All right. Of course, as I'm doing a business, there's a lot of rejection. Nobody ever feel good one, huh? Okay. Some people along the way they ask me, how do you overcome the stigma of MLM? Okay. How do you deal with the negative perception that people have? All right, the negative perception, okay, that people have of this industry, right? Okay. How do you deal with the stigma, the negative perception? Now, there's a few things that I would like to share tonight. Okay, because definitely the most rejection, I think definitely I'm one of them, and also the COE and the team elite, right? They definitely have a lot of objection, but we end up prettier. So rejection is definitely the right track, huh? Okay, so I think first, what is the mindset I had when I started the business? When I started, okay, as a brand director and therefore, I keep telling myself, if I'm willing to do what others are not willing to do, I can achieve the lifestyle that others cannot achieve. OK，当我愿意做人家不愿意做的事情，我可以享受人家享受不到的结果。So I keep brainwash myself. Like I tell you, I damn good in brainwashing until brainwash. Okay, but if brainwash can make you a COE3, please brainwash more often. Okay, so because I really have a lot of rejection, more than your imagination. I talk to really thousands of people. Okay, so I keep telling myself that, and if I want an unconventional life, I really need to make an unconventional choice. All right. Especially, in Singapore, when you come from a pretty okay university, I came from one of the top class. Wow, my classmates, all them smart one, eh? They're all doing well, director, multinational company, posted overseas. Do I feel good? No lah. At the time, well, I feel so small, although I'm so big physically, but I feel very small. Okay. But then I keep telling myself, okay, well, the road is still long. You never know. You never know. Okay. In fact, a lot of my classmates, after now at 47, we reunited, we catch up, and many of them who are in the corporate world, they are actually in the sunset. They are sunsetting. Okay, because at this age, they are usually sunsetting. At this age, not everybody is a CEO or a CFO, right? So they are envying my lifestyle. And I shared, right, during the pandemic, I went to the gym. I went to Pure Gym at Taka. That's where I met Sam. He caught me red-handed. Okay, wow, hey, I really financial freedom. How come I'm like going yoga and gym and all that? So I saw my classmate. Then I said, wow, very good, huh? You can come to gym during lunchtime. So good. I said, during like 1, 2 o'clock. Then he said, oh yeah, because I was laid off. Huh? Really? You're laid off? He said, yeah, I was laid off. That's why the company laid off me during the pandemic. That's why he's very free. He can actually go to the gym at this hour. All right. So that's why I said in the early days, especially where some of you are right now, I keep telling myself, okay, how many people get financial freedom around you? Don't talk about in new skin. In the real world, in the reality, many people don't have financial freedom. Even today, you open a restaurant, you open a cafe, you got no financial freedom. What? If your restaurant is not open tomorrow, all right? Yeah. And I can tell you, you may think, yeah, you can hire cleaner, waitress. I tell you, in reality, it's not like that. In reality, anyone not turn up, right? You have to be the one turning up. All right. So that's why I told myself, I'm very clear about what I want. I want financial freedom. So I cannot choose the normal route. I cannot choose the conventional route. Okay? Because the conventional route, very rare people achieve that kind of level of freedom. Okay? So that's why I keep brainwashing myself until I feel that it's normal. It's very normal. Okay? You know, this business gives me the unconventional freedom. That's why, yeah. And then of course, keep okay. Because as you're going out in the marketplace, when you talk to people, many people they don't see this opportunity. They don't see. Right? You're asking why they blind, is it? Why they cannot see, huh? Deaf, huh? Sorry, I thought in a very very truthful way, huh? Like why they is it are they blind or are they deaf? Why they cannot understand? Then you're also very mind-boggling. But then I tell myself, if everybody see this opportunity, then I got no opportunity. Tio. But if everybody don't see this opportunity, then I got opportunity, ma. Correct? So that's why I say it's okay. It's all right. I will be the first one to educate them and let them see this opportunity. So the conclusion, right, is I make every problem become an opportunity. MLM is a problem, but because it is a misunderstood, it is a misunderstood industry, it is something that most people won't join. That's why I got a chance to make it, ma. Okay, so this is the kind of brainwashing I brainwash myself until I'm no longer affected by it. Okay, now of course, when I join New Skin, right, as much as other people see that I'm doing MLM, I never see myself this way. I never see New Skin as an MLM company. I always see New Skin as as an anti-aging multinational company, just like SK2, just like GSK, just like a Procter and Gambler. I see this light, I really do. All right, because New Skin really they produce legitimate and good product. So I never think New Skin is an MLM. So I never see myself this way. All right. And people say, why you do direct sales? Why you do that? Why you do direct sales? Then I look at them and give them a stare. Luckily my eyes is big, it helps. Then my eye will wake them up and say, what direct sales? Okay. I say if you ask me to sell coffee, I'm not interested. But if you ask me to open Starbucks, I'm interested. So I said, are you interested to open Starbucks or not? Then they also stunned. I give them this kind of answer. Okay, they're like standard law. Yeah, I say we are here to open Starbucks. Do you know what is the asset in network marketing? It's the network. Everything you do is about network. Today, let me share with you the true understanding of this business. So you see, so first of all, I successfully brainwashed myself. Okay, of course, I read up a lot of books. I read up all these books. I brainwash. I know what the toot I'm doing. All right, I'm not direct selling lah. How can I direct sales and become $10 million circle member? Please lah, you count for me how I do that. I no eat, no sleep, also cannot sell until I earn 10 million US dollar commission, right? It's about building distribution channel. Isn't this the gig economy that we talk about? Right? So I feel that first I brainwash myself because I really read all the recommended books recommended by system. I'm not kidding. Until I'm like so confident that nobody can chop me off what I'm doing. Okay. Secondly, is my confidence. My confidence is not because I'm already successful. It's my understanding of this business. Okay. Just like, for example, now I sell TNIT. Confirm I'm not the skinniest, right? Look at Ashley, she's slimmer than me. I don't eat, also cannot be slimmer than her, lor. Correct. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean I cannot sell TNIT. So what I'm trying to say, it doesn't mean that you must be a COE one, you must be team elite, you must earn 5, 6 digit, then you can do well. Go takai already. Okay, so it's not that. It's my confidence come from I understand this business. So how I know I'll be a COE3? I know I'll be a COE3. I know because that is if I continue to do this, I will achieve that. Just like how I know I'll pass my degree. I go to school, I do my tutorial, I answer my lecture. Of course, it's not. Which student go to university and think, hey, what if I fail? What if I fail? Then I tell you, is really psychotic serious. So that's why I said, back to this, how I overcome the stigma. First, I don't have stigma myself. But why you always have this stigma? Because you're stigmatized. All right. You keep thinking, yeah, this is like, yeah, lah, this is MLM. How come I'm doing direct sales? You know why they are doing the problem start from you, I think. Yeah, because you don't have enough confidence and faith in what you're doing, and you don't see it. Yes, you have to shift your paradigm. That's right, Philip. Right. Okay. So, and 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 like I said, I see new skin differently. I never see it as a MLM, and I never think that I'm doing direct sales. What direct sales? I say I do new skin because I don't want to do sales forever. Why would I do direct sales? So the way I answer them, this kind of confident, they're a bit, yeah, I think I better start to listen to what you have to say, right? Just like when you sell TNID, actually how you sell TNID is confident. How I sell TNID? I sell TNID, right? I never flip every page of the TNID OPP. I just say, trust me, I make sure you lose weight. I said, lose weight cannot one, cannot bluff one. Either you lose or you don't lose. I make sure you lose weight. If you don't lose weight, I tell you, my signboard drop. I won't be in this business for 20 years. Goodness, right? I will quit TNID sooner than you. Confirm you will lose weight. It's the confidence. So actually, it's not really what you answer, it's how you answer it. And your confidence comes from you really truly accepting, embracing, and loving this model, right? Okay. And of course, like when you say, all this negative perception, they will never be able to influence me. Sometimes we get influenced by all this negativity, like actually you're very positive one. Wow, after BSE, after SAP, you're very positive, then you're very honor. But then later when you go and talk to people, you become low back and all this. I tell you, for me, right, I'll tell myself, okay, I'll be the God chosen one to earn the passive income, and these people need to be the coolie and make the active income. Okay. Like I'll tell myself, I won't tell the person, huh? Okay, I will just tell myself, come up with a story and make myself feel better, right? Correct. Yeah. Somebody need to go and get certain jobs done, right? Yeah. So that's how I talk to myself. It's okay. I just need to find five people like me, and I'm for sure they are fine. So I was very definite and very determined to find that five people in my journey. Okay. So, and of course, I thought until very until 有点超时, sorry. Okay. Okay, then third point, okay. How did I grow my business in those days where there's no LTO? No LTO. I know a lot of you, when you hear LTO or hair stand, right? Wow, you're waiting for the next LTO, and then there's no incentive trip. Last time there's no like new product launch. Remember, we started very miserable product, right? And no LTO, no incentive. There's no incentive at all. Okay. How did I grow my business? Really the boom chart, and really go double. Because I recall back, right? How did I become COE 2 and 3? And honestly, I really worked super hard in that few years. And I think I catch the right rhythm of growth. All right. So today, I want to share with you that actually the rhythm is there one, but maybe there's too much distraction, like new product now, what collagen now, and then and then we have this spa lah, and then we have this what Hokkaido lah. Then they keep changing the incentive. I'm not saying don't fight for all this. That's not my point. But my point is last time, right? How did I grow? I tell you, my rhythm was I catch the big meeting. I catch big meeting. I catch LTS. I catch LTS. Okay, of course, a small meeting leads to a big meeting. But my major checkpoint is LTS. Okay, remember this for all the some new builder. When you sell product, you get customer. When you sell meeting, you get builders. Okay? When you sell meetings, you get builder. So if I put in 100% effort to sell product, right? I put in 1000% effort to sell meeting. I tell you, 1000%. I will never ever take no for an answer. Okay, like for example, I think one of the leaders in this room called Sean. Sean is in our IT. Is it? I just remember this story. He's an anchor. Okay, so at the time, right, I just sat down, and there was a LTS coming. He's not even a customer. The wife is a customer. Okay, but today we know Sean is very pivotal in our IT. In all our system, and they are up and coming. So this husband is not even using the product, and someone 反对, against the wife kind of doing the business. And the LTS is his birthday. He like, why should I go to your this what LL what TTS? I sit there at the kopitiam. I talk until 3 to 4 hours. He also very shocked. What's so important about the LTS that I really need to go, right? So that's why I tell you, if you get this formula, I tell you, with or without LTO, with or without incentive tree, I guarantee you grow. You must catch the formula of big meeting like LTS. Now, all the leaders you see today, whether it's Kim Xiong, Derek Tia, Bao Yan, Alan, everybody, even Don Ichiro, they came from big meeting. I know not everybody go to meeting, they stay. That I know, granted, okay? It's very normal. Not your first boyfriend became your husband. Confirm what? Correct, no? Right, that's life what? But however, all the leaders you see today, they are birthed from a big meeting. So that day I saw this Richard story. So I was asking Sunny, the upline, how did this story came about? And he tell me, Richard, the young COE, they also attended LTS. They saw the business in LTS. All right. And some of you may be asking, how did I influence the banking people? The hardest to influence, honestly, I influence them through the power of LTS. Is our LTS meeting good? Is it good? I think it's one of the world class. Okay, everybody who come to LTS confirm they are converted. They confirm converted. Is it important? Super important. Okay, now we know it's important, right? So what is the missing equation? Okay, I know LTS is important. I got go, okay, Lilian, I got go, I go already, I go 3 LTS already. It's not good enough. It is a loop. Okay, so first you must go. Secondly, you must be recognized in LTS. If you always go, you are just an audience. You must recognize whether it's 10K, whether it's a pin title advancement, whether it's a trick qualification, etc. You must be recognized in LTS. Now, if it's not a pin title, at least a 10K, because you have a quarter. If each quarter you're not doing 10K, you know what's happening? You don't have raw material. You don't have raw material. How did your pin title come about? First, they eat the product, they slim down, all right? And then, you activate them. If you don't do 10K, you're not a top achiever. You don't have raw material. That's why it's so dry. Every season become driest, right? So that's why LTS, first, you must go. Secondly, you must be recognized. Thirdly, you must grow your attendance, all right? So how do I sell LTS? I tell you, I sell until they go. Until they, okay, I think I go. Okay, if not, I think I will die listening to this LTS. I am not kidding. It's very difficult to get people to go for meeting. I swear, I know that. I've been there. I've done that. I can talk until, whoa. But my point is, I'll be 1% more persistent than them. Okay, that's how I always tell myself, 1% more, 1%, one time more persistent. All right, even Patricia that you saw today, it is LTS that converted her. It's not me. I'm not Tai Pat Liu, I'm not so good, It is the meeting, it's all of you, the environment. All right, from Fifi to Meta, all these leaders that you heard of on big meeting, they all came from big meeting. All right, so first, my question to you is, do you really put in the 1000% effort to some meeting? Right? Do you really die make sure that your meeting attendance grow? Your meeting attendance must grow. Do you know last time in LTS what we do? Okay, so first we make sure the attendance grow. How I make sure? Okay, very simple. Last time, if I bring 8 people to LTS, right, I commit myself first. Next meeting, right, I must have 16. 1+1, I tell myself. And you know what I did? I go and buy 16 tickets. So last time, all the money I make, right, I go back to the ticket one. You can ask, the first thing we do, right, we go to our leader, because last time there's no leader, we are the so-called the leader. So, I will commit a ticket, like 8 ticket, right? I will commit myself 16 ticket. If I bring 16 people, I'll commit myself 32 ticket. We really commit. And we pay on the spot, no otang one. This one, like early bird, no otang one. But the best part is this habit is duplicated in the system. Then some people say, yeah, I also buy one, Lilian, I buy 4. But nobody come, and only still I come, I go and buy 3 ticket. You know why? Because you're not recognized. When you're not recognized means you're not doing 5K, you're not doing 10K, you don't have new seats. That's why it's a dead cycle. It's not that this formula is wrong. The one executing the formula is not executing the formula. All right, so the key thing, right, I tell you, if you catch this rhythm in July, okay, in July, like this month, you make sure you become a 10K achiever. Why? Because when you have 10K, you got new customer. New customers are your new seats to go to LTS. All right, your new seats to go to LTS. So you must make sure your attendance increase, and then you go up the stage. When you go up the stage, it's different from you keep sitting there, clapping. You go up the stage, your people see you, wow, you go up the stage. Actually, it's like that one. You go up the stage. Okay? Then after that, you bring people, right? You bring more people. And then these people who come, right? You create the result. Even if not all run at the same time, you create one. Let's say you bring one. And this person, the next LTS, which is ST23, became an EBP. And they catch this formula. So that's actually how you pom chart. So in those good old days, where I got nothing, no fancy products, no this incentive trip. Actually, we just catch this rhythm, or we just grow. We just catch this rhythm and grow. So maybe you catch part of the rhythm. Yeah, you attend all. Okay? But you must make sure that you bring and then you get recognized. Okay, so the key is you must get recognized. All right, you must get recognized in the LTS. All right, and then those people that came, right, you must make sure that in the next LTS, which is ST23, these people are growing. So in those days, I only catch LTS at MVP rhythm. Okay, LTS, MVP. LTS is I must grow the attendance, I get recognized like I said just now. MVP, every MVP, I must have one more MVP. So actually, this rhythm is very predictable. It's within the control of ST. I tell you, confirm you grow one. So you're wondering, right, how I 7 years become COE 1, and then another 7 years I become COE 3, right? I catch this rhythm. I catch this rhythm. All right, I catch this momentum, I catch this rhythm, and then the best part, it is duplicated to my team. All right. So to me, the LTS is very 神圣 one, It's like, wow, yeah, it's like really, really the key. All right, the key. So that's why I really hope that, this coming LTS, we have to really be very serious. I know during LTO, we all very serious one. We all very serious, can don't eat, can don't sleep, go and dig out all the name lists, go and see who else you can sell the reset. I need you to bring back this spirit to LTS. Trust me. This person eat reset, they may not do your business. But this person who come to LTS, I tell you, their heart is sold to ST1. They won't want to leave this organization unless they got no choice. And of course, there are people who quit, but out of all you bring, if one stay and commit, you will build a team. All right. So that's why I say it's very important that you must treat LTS the level of importance and the urgency like a LTO. Then I tell you, you will get it. So imagine the LTO income you have. Leading up to LTO, you already have good income, right? Leading up, don't need LTO itself. Even leading up to LTO, you already have good income. So imagine you can psychic yourself. Sorry. Wow, say, LTS is like LTO. If you can psychic yourself this way, I tell you, your business will grow. Trust me. So last time, our education is what? 美会必到，美到必会，美会待人. Means every meeting I will attend, and when I attend, I grow, and I must bring people. I must bring people. So that's why we started with all this MTL, this BSE, this weekly system meeting. I really place a lot of emphasis in meeting attendance. So last time, how we know, right? How we know that this organization will grow in the next 3 to 6 months? I tell you, we look at what, besides looking at the GV, okay, which is important, we look at the meeting attendance. Look at meeting attendance. All right. Of course, some people say, but how to get people to come for meeting? I can't say so many things tonight. Please go and listen to how to promote meeting. Okay, you must master this ability. Okay, just like when I joined New Skin, right? When I want to build 525, remember I told you my fishball, I must name one. I don't want to just draw a Gosong fishball. I must have named. So I tell myself, right, I must master activation. I must master how to promote meeting. Okay, I must master it. I must, of course, first with closing. I think all of you are good in closing. If you don't know how to do closing, then you have to really, master this. Okay, so that's why you must know how to promote meeting. Okay, you must know how to promote meeting. Okay, so that's the key highlight for tonight's session. If you can catch this, I tell you, it's good enough. If you can catch this, it's good enough. So, of course, I think due to time constraint, maybe I wanted to talk a little bit about last two key points that I want to share tonight, because I think maybe the next time I speak is another 3 to 6 months later. I really want to thank all the leaders who has been speaking in in GAP, like Andy, Selenium, Rain, really thankful, very, very thankful. And very thankful to all of you lah. Still open your camera and big look at me. Not really look at me and stare at me kind, So I'm also very grateful for that. That means you are really 24分精神, Right? Yeah, really want to grow and you deserve it. You just sometimes need to undo certain complicated and unnecessary thinking. All right, go back to basic. If you can strengthen your basic, I tell you, it's good enough. All right. Okay. Then, of course, the next point that I want to talk about that I'm very passionate about, right, is this market renewal, this market renewal strategy, this this market renewal. Maybe we are thinking, yeah, we always need to look for a new product or a new market. I tell you, no, not at all. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for being a lovely audience. Okay. No, this market renewal, when I talk about it, my hair's still standing, I tell you, very seriously. Right. Recently I just not say kick lah, I've highly encouraged, okay, at least the SBD leader to go out of Singapore. I say, how can you stay in Singapore? Something is wrong. I give you a global ticket and you only fly to Singapore Changi Airport. Something wrong, leh. So I kick them, then they all go out. Then, of course, the result is not immediate, like in anything you do. But after 3 to 6 months, they start to see result. So in the recent Millennials MS by Millennial Summit by Hendra, I think the team attendance was almost 20 over to 30, right? So my point is, this market renewal strategy, you must grab it, okay? And when you grab it, you have unlimited opportunity, really unlimited opportunity. Your biggest line is not even born yet, okay? And how do I do overseas market? Very simple. First of all, I really look up and I ask, do you have any Malaysia friend, Indonesia friend, Dubai friend? Let's say the market is open. I really ask. I ask everybody, just like how I look for a tuition teacher for my son, I ask how I look for a swimmer, a swimming coach, I ask. Everything I ask you shall be granted and given. All right. You must have this start local, but you must start to build. And if you're not running market, sorry, you're not doing new skin. How can you do new skin only in KL? How can you do new skin only in Penang? Let's say you're from Penang. How can? You must run. I know you're doing new skin. I look at your car mileage. If your car mileage is very high, right? I tell you, that means you're really running the market. And I can tell you, God is so good. Anywhere you run, right, He shall reap and harvest for you. In this Million SME, as I talk, I very gantong. I also want to cry. I got one builder, she a bit struggling lah. Okay, then there's one time she go to Batam, so poor thing, go ready, go, no result, gotta say, no result. Okay, then keep going there, then no result, then she a bit disheartened but luckily she never quit because we so love her, she also cannot quit, right? Then after that, then she bring this builder to Jakarta leh. Then this builder I look quite good leh, very good leh. And this builder came from that Batam line. And that Batam line was sold 3 to 4 years ago with no result. Alamak, she go at easily 6 times or 8 times to Batam, persistently no result. But this time around, right, this builder came from Jakarta, is from the Batam line. And this builder is at the right timing that she's willing to start the business and start doing. So I tell you, God is good one. Anywhere got your footprint, right? With sweat, with tears, with all this, I tell you, confirm harvest one. So when I hear this story, I felt so touched and so heartfelt. And really, it's shown true again and again. Nothing shall ever be wasted. All right. So my dear brother and sister, I would love to see you running everywhere. And how I know? Because I'm very free every day. I look at your IG. I know you're running. Okay. How I lead my team. I lead through IG one. I see. I tell them, everybody you talk to, you post on IG. So every day I just ask them, who is this? 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 That's how I lead such a big team, right? I tell them, post a story. I tell you, sometimes it's not that there's no market. You're not running. You're not running. And when you run, right, wow, the market is so big leh. You're not running. So this market renewal, until today, I'm still so excited, right? Recently we are going to re-goreng Australia market. Okay, for those who have Australia antenna, okay? I'm not saying it's Australia or it's which market, but the key is you must run. 市场是跑出来的, so you must run, okay? You must run and make sure that everywhere has your footprint. So like for example, like I always share this story lah. If you tell me every corner of Singapore, whether Starbucks or McDonald's, I confirm go before one. I confirm go before one. In my early years, I confirm go before. And sometimes I leave because the McDonald's asked me to leave. So no choice, I got to leave because I thought until closing time. They say, can you leave? Oh, okay. Then I talk until car park, talk until if I can send her home, I talk until the car. Then I talk until brainwash. Basically, I need to brainwash her. Okay, I need to brainwash until they cannot go back to work. That's my job. Okay. So, if not, the job is undone. Okay. So that's why I really encourage you, really, this market renewal is so exciting. How can finish? By the way, I tell you, JB market is kosong, really kosong. You know why? JB is where I started. JB, I got 30 over COE. How come you all never see the potential? Why I say JB is kosong? Because all my leaders are happily retiring. Retired. Nobody fight with you. Then, why you not going? You must go lah. I only go JB. I also never go so far. I never even go Australia. Okay, maybe I'm going already. Right. So you must come. You must run. You must run. I want to see you running. Okay. Of course, when you be overseas market, also you have to be careful. Doesn't mean you go today, tomorrow you got result. Okay. You need 3 to 6 months. Like what Rain always say in MVP, delay gratification. You need to be independent, huh? You cannot always say, hey, when my upline go and come and support me, if you think like that, right, your downline will think like this. I guarantee you, if you have this kind of dependency, oh, you need your upline. Okay, running overseas market, you need to be independent. Okay, you need to have 3 basic skills. Three, number one, know how to close product. Number two, know how to show the plan. Number three, you must talk NDO. I know this NDO 这个失传 is lost in the transition. Lost, the essence is lost. I don't know how many of you speak NDO. Last time, no matter what market I build, I only got these 3 skills. And I can speak NDO without the NDO paper one. Okay, so NDO, all these basic skills. So you must be independent. So some people like to ask me, oh, how long I need to go until, well, how many years, how many months? No, you don't ask this question. My question to you is how big you want to do this market. Until now, I still go back to Indonesia because I find that the market is still so huge. 95% untapped. I want this market. Not because, wow, I need to go until when? No, I'm trying to build new lives in Indonesia also if I can, right? So that is the key mindset. Okay, so some people say, wow, so you must be independent, like I say. Please don't think, hey, upline, when can you all go to this Singapore? I'm building Singapore. I need you all to support me. Honestly, I never asked Rain to support me, never. I dare not ask, I say. I dare not ask because he's a system founder. Okay, I tell myself I'll be his best student. I'll make him proud. I never think, when can Rain support me? I never ask this question one, 不好意思问 I just tell myself I'll be his best student. I'll be the pride of ST. I'll be the ambassador of ST. I'll make sure that this market I do until so big that the AM also know me. The AM will know me. Everybody, I'll bring them for the, event and so on. So, like I mentioned, don't have the limited thinking. Okay, don't have the limited thinking. Oh, if I go there, then my team here, how? That's why you must merge. You must learn how to leverage on system, right? Okay, some people say how you do width, how you do depth, how you do your GV 3000. Okay, so many things need to do, right? Please to do global business, you just need to do 3000. You tell people laugh at you, You sure or not? Global business do 3000. Then here you complaining to me, ayo, how I do so many things, do width, do depth, and do 3000. My toes are laughing, seriously. You tell people do 3000, then you do a global business. Confirm your mindset need to change lah. So I tell you how I do. Last time I one move, I do many things. For example, let's say today I sell a TNIT, I go and measure the customer, right? My measurement, I tell you, 5 minutes I count it. I measure super fast, like tailoring, measure very fast. Why need to measure so slow? After that, I show the plan. I never stop there. After that, I go to his toilet. I confirm go to his toilet, go to his bathroom, his kitchen. I tell him, oh yeah, your brand, do you know all the good now of the bad? Wow, I say already that. Then I tell them, I make sure I scare them. They dare not use other product. So how I do the 3000 sales? Some people say, I don't want to sell this small thing lah, small thing. But to me, it's not about selling the small thing. To me, it's how can you use other brand? You cannot use other brand lah. Other brand got harmful feelers there. We are all the good now, the bad. So I one time to the house, I do everything one. I make sure, okay, I measure you, you're losing weight well, you get the mindset right. You don't need me to keep reminding you, hey, you cannot eat this. I already tell you it's the way it's cooked. So I instill the mindset. I show the plan. I say, come on, you need a plan B. You need passive income. Everybody need passive. Sorry, too kanchiong, I lock myself up. Okay, so everybody need passive income. What? So I make sure I drill into his head until his dream. I think he said, yeah, everybody need passive income. So then I'm there already. Then after that, I make sure I change the product in the house. Cannot use other product. And then you know the best part I do? I take name list. I always ask name list one. Okay, not every time I got it, but I confirm ask one. So I want appointment. I will do many things. That's why I don't have GB problem. I don't have GB problem because one measurement, right? I don't just, some people drive all the way there just do measurement. No, I do everything. I do everything. Okay, I never paiseh one. I never paiseh to ask. Of course, I also know how to 做人, as in I know how to be a better person, make sure the person don't dislike me, right? Okay, so that I think you all know already. ST taught us well. Okay, so I really hope that this market renewal excites you as much as it excites me. All right, the market is still so empty. I tell you, even in Singapore, it's still very empty. Trust me, I'm in the Singapore market, I know. All right, the problem with new skin is sometimes many leaders they retire, right? Like me, example. So the market is empty lah. JB, I tell you, very empty one. Okay, in case and in case you think I never show you, right? Actually, I started my Malaysia empire from JB one. I started there. And if you're not there, then you gotta ask yourself why, no? I also don't understand why you're not there. Why, huh? Okay, maybe you can enlighten me another day when I see you, lah, huh? Okay, but or don't enlighten me. Show me. Show me. Anyway, I follow some of you on IG, okay? So show me. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about tonight. Okay, the last thing. And I can tell you, 这种 how do you 带动你的团队？你怎么带动？用行动去带动。你用你的行动去带动他们。You cannot tell them, wow, you need to go 10K, you need to do this, you need to do that. Nobody care. Nobody listen to you one. Because it's all lip service. But when you run, everybody run. When you go overseas, everybody also 卖书 say they also go. So you have to use your action to lead them and burn them until like, wow, shit, if I'm not going, I'm missing out. That's how you do new skin. Actually, this is the easiest way to do, dear. Okay, don't need to talk so much one. Do. Everybody talk, nobody doing, no use one. Okay, last thing I want to share. Okay, as I wrap up the session tonight. Okay, what is also important, okay, apart from what I shared just now, I think is the relationship in the team also very important. Okay, what does that mean? Yes, I know we need to be independent, but we are also in a team game. We are in a rugby, soccer, you name it lah, whichever sport that you like. Okay, so I find that the team that grow one, I notice the team that grow one, the relationship in the team is good one. Okay, when I say relationship means friendship all that, okay, the relationship is good. Even husband and wife. If you are doing the business with the other half, and then you always squabble, quarrel, always disagree, always pick on each other, you cannot grow one. Very hard to grow, harder to grow. All right, I observe already. But if you can find each other's strength as a couple, I can tell you, you can grow more effortlessly one. It's not easy, 它是有调和期的. There's adaptation phase. Because I can tell you the main reason is because everybody wants to be right. Okay, they go to the grave, they still think they're right. So the husband and the wife think that they are right, and then they never meet end point. Okay, so what is the key? I think the key is, okay, so first, the relationship is very important. I noticed because I got like a lot of observation, a lot of team. The team that grow the best, right? The relationship is very good one. Whether it's the husband, wife, the upline and downline, the relationship is very good one. Good not because their chemistry is good and they are perfect fit for each other. There's no such thing as perfect fit. Those married one, you know, right? Okay. But because they align on what? You cannot align on thinking one. Very difficult. You align on common goal. Common goal. Yes, that's right, Sam. That's why you're doing very well with Ashley. Right? You align on a common goal. And then you use different strength to get there. All right. So I really, really encourage you, reduce the resistance. It's actually speeding up. I know we all want to speed up. We are all coming into the second half of the year. We a bit excited now, we want to, achieve our goal. LTS is coming, you want to get your leg into the Hokkaido, etc., and etc. So you have to reduce the resistance. All right. Even in your team, I see those team that can grow on is the upline and the downline. They can work well together. They can work well together. All right. So my moral of the story is I think we want to reach there happily. We don't just want to reach there. We want to reach there happily. And one last thing I just want to share is that what is my revelation, after doing the business. I still remember I give a sharing on my COE3 speech. They asked me to write something and I shared. I think my biggest awakening, right, or one of the biggest gifts that I get along the way is called compassion. Okay? Uh, it's very hard to work together if you only see things from your point of view. All right. And sometimes you need to have compassion. Like, for example, maybe one of your leader, right, the 脾气 是臭到很臭的, meaning their temper is very the bad one. Okay? Why? Maybe because they have a upbringing, their family is very quarrelsome, Hello, this is the people 30-year problem. Hello, can you have a bit more compassion? Doesn't mean that you sit there and let them scold you lah. But sometimes I do, I let them scold, then I look at them, then I like teary, then they also feel paiseh. Okay, 软实力, okay. Sometimes they scold you, you scold them back, yeah, right? Then was World War III and World War IV, right? So my point is compassion is what I realized. So compassion means I start to understand this person childhood upbringing. Maybe this person is very cocky because he came from a well-to-do family. Maybe this person is like this. So I start to understand. 因为越了解人性，你做 new skin 越顺心。The more you understand people, we always want the person to be, why can't you be like me? Who can be like you? Seriously, that's totally unrealistic, man. Right? So that's why, yes, 同理心, that's right. You're very right. Okay, 同理心, it's compassion. You can understand, you're compassionate, right? And yeah, expectation, that's right. So that's why I say the beautiful thing about doing new skin, you become a better person. You're forced to, okay? You're forced to become a better person and you're forced to practice whatever you hear from your religion practice, becoming a better person and all that. But I think it's the best way to practice because along the way you practice, you become more successful either. All right, you become a better person. So let love be your language. Learn to work well and use each other's strength. Okay, because by right we should all reach there happily. And really let love be your language. Just want a small story. Of course, everybody know I love my mother, right? Okay, right? And I only got one mother, she only got one daughter. But do we quarrel? Of course lah. I tell you, confirm got quarrel one. Fierce or not fierce, we both are very fierce one. Okay? When we quarrel also, wow, one of a kind one. Okay? Love is love, oh. Love is love. Love can forgive one, and love never die one. Right. So I hope that as you transcend to the next level, you start to build your leadership team, and then you start to scratch your head now, how to talk to this kind of people, how to talk to people who are very different from you. I tell you, love is the language. Okay, love is the language, and you don't need to learn this language. Okay, regardless of language barrier, you can still show that. All right, and that is the biggest force. So and the best part is, and that will be the most beautiful part of it. So with that, I come to the end of my sharing tonight. I hope it's helpful in some ways. All right. And last but not least, I think that all of you are important. Okay. Because you are the future. Thank you very much. Future hero, ambassador, a leader of ST. All right. The pioneering leaders have done a bit, I think, not bad, a bit, to really pave the way, build something with nothing lah. Really just our hands and our belief, And now we have some results, and I think that ST is really very remarkable, respectable, and a game changer. I find that ST is really a game changer to revolutionize and change the landscape of this business. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you for your outpour of love. Okay. All right. So very fast, you all started, expressing your acts of love. So that's why I really hope that you have this 职责荣耀国家. You have this responsibility. Okay, it's not about you. It's not about you. Honestly, if it's about me, I'll say, hey, tonight can I don't speak or not? Don't want this and that. But I know it's not about me, right? I have a responsibility. I cannot just go to a corner and just, chill, relax one corner, right? I have to pay forward. I have to pass this gift forward. So I really hope that all of you, you're not just doing something because you want to go Hokkaido or you want to be recognized, but there's something bigger and deeper than that. All right, that we have a responsibility, we have a mission, and all of you are carrying the ST flag. Can you imagine you carry the ST flag? Then how you go to all the city, you carry the flag, and then 哇, 你要插旗, you must 插 there, and it must be the highest flag, highest, start Paris, 插那个旗, stick the flag down and let it flag the highest, starting from your neighborhood. Okay, so that when people look at you, right, there's nothing to fault about New Skin. Nobody I ever talked to tell me this is MLM, this cannot do. They dare not say that. Okay? And they will never fault New Skin ST. They'll be always like, wow, really? Really New Skin is like that? Wow, really got ST like that? Yeah. So, I think indirectly, all of you are the ambassadors. And honestly, we have to be successful. Because when we are successful, there's even bigger speaking rights. Right? So I know I need to be successful to prove that I'm right. And there's no turning back. There's only one way. All right. So I really looking forward to the day that all of you bring us to the next level, right? And in all the LTS, I see you on the stage, and I'll give you my signature hug if I'm there. All right. And I'll be so proud and so in all of your story. So with that, thank you so much for being such lovely audience and always so giving. All right. So with that, I pass my session back to MC. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much to our COA3, Miss Lilian Ong, for her powerful and amazing sharing. Yeah. So, brothers